It's been a long wait. Years of rumors, delays, and hype. But now, something big is rumbling across the highways of California. Not another diesel beast, but something different. Sleek, silent, and futuristic. The Tesla Semi. After nearly 8 years of anticipation, Tesla's electric freight hauler has finally rolled out of the shadows and onto real-world roads. But the question remains, is this the revolution the trucking world has been waiting for? Or is it still just a fancy tech demo with some wheels? In this video, we're diving deep into the latest Tesla Semi developments, breaking down the new Gen 2 updates, analyzing performance, and comparing it to the diesel giants it hopes to replace. Let's figure out if the Tesla Semi is really the future of freight or just another ambitious idea struggling to keep up with reality. Let's hit the road. Tesla first announced the Semi way back in 2017. It was bold, dramatic, and loaded with promises. Back then, the company claimed it would redefine long-haul trucking with unmatched acceleration, lower operating costs, and game-changing safety features. But after that flashy debut, things got quiet. Very quiet. Years passed. Updates came slowly. Skeptics called it vaporware. But behind the scenes, Tesla was working, tweaking, testing. Now, in 2025, the Gen 2 version is finally out, and it's been spotted on multiple major routes across California. No longer just a prototype, it's a real machine hauling freight, capturing attention, and making legacy truck makers very nervous. Let's start with what powers this beast. The Tesla Semi comes in 2 versions, one with a massive 1,000 kilowatt-hour battery and another more compact 500 kilowatt-hour version. The larger one is built for long-distance hauling, promising around 500 miles of range on a full charge. That sounds like a win for long-haul freight. But here's something to consider. In many regions, especially in Europe, strict regulations limit how long a trucker can drive before stopping. Most drivers are only legally allowed to be on the road for around 4.5 hours at a time, followed by a 45-minute break. Add to that the speed limits for heavy vehicles, and it turns out that most trucks cover only 220 to 250 miles per leg. So the question becomes, is a 500-mile range really necessary for most routes? Or is it overkill? Tesla seems to think there's room for both. While the longer-range model is still part of the plan, the company has now started shifting focus toward a more practical, short-range version of the Semi. This Gen 2 update features a 500 kilowatt-hour battery and a range of around 300 to 310 miles, perfect for domestic freight, local routes, and less than full-load deliveries. It's also more affordable and lighter, which could make it far more attractive to companies focused on cutting costs. Tesla isn't entering this space alone. European powerhouses like Volvo and Mercedes have already staked serious claims in the electric trucking sector. Volvo's trucks now reach up to 370 miles in range, and Mercedes isn't far behind with about 310 miles. In Europe, Volvo holds nearly half the market. Mercedes takes up another quarter. That's a tough crowd to break into. But Tesla doesn't have to be the truck that goes the farthest. It needs to be the one that makes the most sense in day-to-day operations. It's not about range alone, it's about efficiency, cost, comfort, and how easily it integrates into the real-world logistics ecosystem. And that's where Tesla might actually win. One of the most talked-about design choices of the Tesla Semi is the driver's seat placement. Instead of sitting on the left like in every other truck, the driver sits dead center in the cabin. Elon Musk explained this move as a way to improve visibility and balance. And sure, it might make sense in theory. But in practice? Many experienced truckers say it's awkward. It complicates entry and exit. It makes communication at way stations and truck stops more difficult. And it's just not what drivers are used to. Tesla seems to be listening. Recent leaks suggest the new version of the Semi may offer more flexibility in seat placement, allowing drivers to choose between the center or traditional left-hand setup, depending on the market. That's a sign Tesla is shifting from a tech-first design philosophy to something more grounded in driver experience. Which is a smart move, considering how crucial driver buy-in is to the Semi's long-term success. Let's talk numbers. The Tesla Semi isn't just electric, it's fast. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds without a trailer and in just 20 seconds while fully loaded at 82,000 pounds. That's absurdly fast for something that big. Compare that to the Mack Anthem, a traditional diesel truck from a 117-year-old company, which can take over 60 seconds to reach the same speed under full load. Sure, Mack never claimed to be a speedster, but the comparison shows how dramatically electric motors change the game. The Tesla Semi uses 3 independent electric motors, each based on the proven Model 3 platform, delivering a combined output of nearly 900 horsepower and around 1,600 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of power, delivered instantly. No gear shifts. No turbo lag. Just raw, immediate force. Climb inside the Semi, and it's like stepping into the future. Dual 15-inch touchscreens flank the central steering wheel, offering navigation, vehicle data, tire pressure, and media controls, all neatly organized and easy to read. Behind the driver, there are 2 foldable jump seats for occasional passengers or support staff. It's minimal, quiet, and designed to feel more like a cockpit than a conventional truck. Mack, on the other hand, keeps things more traditional. Physical switches, analog dials, and a modest digital display. It's built to last, but it's not exactly cutting edge. As for sleeper accommodations, Tesla hasn't released full details yet, though prototypes hint at space behind the front seats for rest. Mack's got the advantage for now, offering full sleeper configurations with beds, storage, lighting, and mini fridges. A big rig with a 1,000 kilowatt-hour battery needs serious power to recharge, and standard EV charging stations just can't deliver that. That's why Tesla created the Megacharger, a massive charging system capable of delivering up to 1 megawatt of electricity. That allows the Semi to recharge in about 30 to 45 minutes. It fits perfectly with mandated rest breaks. But the issue is scale. Right now, only a few megachargers exist, mostly at Tesla's Nevada Gigafactory and along select freight routes. Tesla's working with logistics partners to expand the network, but it's going to take time and investment. In the meantime, fleet operators will have to plan carefully. Electricity pricing is another variable. In some places, commercial electricity costs over $1 per kilowatt hour, which can erase the cost advantage of electric trucks. To fix that, Tesla is exploring solar panels and on-site battery storage to keep energy prices stable and sustainable. It's easy to talk numbers. But what about the drivers? The folks spending thousands of miles behind the wheel? One retired driver put it simply, "I've seen trucking evolve, from double-gear sticks to automatic. But the core of the job hasn't changed. You live in that cab. You need comfort. You need reliability." Tesla's made strides here. The Semi offers top-tier climate control, low cabin noise, and a smooth ride. But some drivers are still concerned. Center seating makes some routines harder. And the futuristic design, while impressive, doesn't always match the rough-and-tumble demands of everyday freight work. Beyond the cab, infrastructure matters too. Charging stations need bathrooms, safe parking, hot food. Tesla has begun pairing its megachargers with upgraded rest areas, but again, it's just a beginning. If Tesla wants long-haul drivers to adopt the Semi, they'll need to offer more than just cutting-edge tech. They need to show truckers they understand the lifestyle. Now let's look at the bottom line. Tesla's Semi is priced at around $180,000 for the 300-mile version and $200,000 for the 500-mile model. But with the U.S. federal tax credit of $40,000 for commercial electric vehicles, those prices drop significantly. Still, that's not pocket change. But what really matters to fleet managers is operating cost. A diesel truck might burn through $170 in fuel for a 200-mile trip. The Tesla Semi? Around $28 worth of electricity. That's a massive difference. Multiply that over thousands of miles per month and the savings add up fast. Plus, there's less maintenance. No oil changes. Fewer moving parts. And regenerative braking means less wear on the brakes. One major wildcard in all this is full self-driving. Tesla's Semi comes equipped with the hardware needed for autonomous driving, though it's not active yet. But if and when FSD rolls out, it could change everything. Imagine a future where electric trucks drive themselves across the country, recharging during legal breaks, communicating with fleet systems, and delivering cargo more safely and efficiently than ever before. We're not there yet, but we're getting closer. So where does this all leave us? The Tesla Semi Gen 2 isn't perfect. It still faces infrastructure hurdles, driver skepticism, and competition from entrenched diesel players. But it's real. It's fast. It's efficient. And it's finally rolling. Whether it becomes the new king of the road depends on how Tesla scales its support systems and adapts to the needs of drivers. But one thing is certain. The age of electric freight is no longer a dream. It's begun. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on Tesla's electric future, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We've got more exciting updates coming your way. Thanks for watching.